नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us around the world at this moment through Nityananda TV, Lotus News Channel, Sadhana TV, Janashri TV, Ishwar TV, and through two-way video conferencing in 42 places, having Nayanadiksha in 26 countries around the world. As per the statistics, cities sitting with us through two-way video conferencing: Toronto, Kailasam; Guadalupe, Rameshwaram; Los Angeles, Arunachalam; San Jose, Madurai; Nityananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad; Nityananda Nagaramu, Bidadi; Nityananda Nagara, Bidadi; Atlanta, Ujjaini; Washington DC, Sripuram; New York, Varanasi; Ohio, Prayag; St. Louis, Tirumala; Seattle, Chidambaram; Bangalore North; Singapore, Singapuram; Port Washington, New York; Austin; Hyderabad, Guptakashi; Mulund, Mumbai; Dakota Dunes; Bangalore North; Bangalore, Malleshwaram; Devon, UK; New Zealand, Adi Arunachalam; San Diego, Tiruvalavai; Bogota, Colombia; Austin, Paris Home Temple. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today, 8th day. Completion with others. Not just other human beings in our life, with everything. You will talk to the trees, ocean, hill, pets, friends, relatives. Actually, all of them are, some are trees in your life, some are ocean in your life, some are pets in your life. There is no difference actually inside. So inside, how you feel with a pet as you complete with others and life today. Actually, yesterday's Vaksiddhi initiation is specially to complete with others and life today. I programmed such a way that all of you will complete today with everyone in your life. With the power of your words, shift the listening of the listener. And even if you want to complete with me today, finish it. I am always complete, so don't worry. So I am not going to sit and listen to you. Maybe sit in front of my photograph and finish. If you have any incompletions, complete that also. Complete with everything, everyone. When I say me, I mean all I represent, everything unknown in your life. I am a totality of unknown in your life. So whatever you call life, God, nature, if you are not able to pinpoint anybody as a reason for your incompletion, put that on me, that's all. I am the Vyakta of Avyakta for all of you. I am the manifest of unmanifest for all of you. So naturally, all the unknown incompletions, dump it on me and complete with it. Be complete with it. I'm almost like a large size dustbin for all of you to dump all your incompletions, unknown. Actually, Master is expected to play that job. And it's my responsibility to complete all your unknown incompletions. Like, if you are depressed, moody for no reason, and you are not able to find any reason, then naturally, on whom the incompletion falls? Me only. So, all the unknown incompletions which you are not able to pinpoint, avyakta, put all that also and complete. Try your best to complete with as many persons and as many things as possible. Completion with others will make you experience Shuddha Advaita, the pure oneness or non-dual experience. Even oneness is not the right word. It looks like a ekatva. No, oneness is not right word. Non-dualness, Advaita, means non-dual. You will experience infinite under your ability to grasp. Please listen. Today I am defining non-duality. Non-duality is not oneness. Non-duality means infinite but able to grasp. You will expand to grasp the infinite. That is Advaita, non-duality. It is the intellectual criminals like Max Muller and Max Mullerian's translation of our Vedas to abuse our Vedas, that non-duality has been translated as oneness, which is not right. They try to translate by using the word monism. No. Advaita is neither monism nor non-dualism, nor oneness. Advaita means non-dual. Advaita. See, this two, no two does not mean one. Neither one nor two. Uncountable, infinite becomes your experience. Understand? Today what you are listening is going to be one of my breakthrough contribution to the whole Hindu philosophy, Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Because the whole modern day neo-Hindus are suffering without understanding this word non-dualism. Tons of questions. If non-dualism means, then how so many gods can be there? If I have to translate the word Advaita with a clear meaning and the interpretation of the practical experience, this is the experiential interpretation, expression, experiential expression of Advaita. Advaita does not mean oneness. Advaita does not mean monism. It means there is no two, there is no one, infinite, but infinite, everything is infinitely powerful. That is why the Sanatana Hindu Dharma allows all of us to be gods and not fight with each other. All of us are gods and we don't need to fight with each other. We don't need any superior body to guide all of us, to rotate all of us, or to put a traffic signal for all of us. All the planets are having any traffic policeman to put signal? No. They are all independently intelligent. Independently intelligent. All of them exist. All of them exist and all of them are ultimate. No need for a superior body. Same way, all of us are gods and no need for superior body. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. These religious terrorists forcing their belief about one God on Sanatana Dharma, Sanatana Hindu Dharma, either by conversion or terrorist activities or by intellectual terrorism. Force us to believe. Hinduism also believes in one God. As the apolitical, legitimate, clear voice of Hinduism, and as the Mahamandals do not believe in one God, the ultimate experience of Hinduism, Advaita, does not support the idea of one God. Advaita, the experiential expression of Advaita is infinite gods, all infinitely powerful, without any need for any one superior or supreme personality or supreme Godhead. Because your logic cannot grasp it before you experience it, we reduce to the understanding of our logic. Anything reduced to understanding of our logic is not ultimate truth. as an experiential expression of Advaita, Vedanta, and Advaitic principles. Today I wanted to make this understanding for all the questions related to God officially by Nityananda Dhyanapeetham. And this is the stand of all the Vedic rishis. Only this experiential expression answers all the questions created. All the questions comes up by all philosophers. Understand? With this experiential expression, infinite gods, each one of them infinitely powerful, you can answer all the philosophical questions of Visishtadvaita, Dvaita, Suddhadvaita, Beda Beda, Advaita, Advaita Siddhanta, Advaita Vedanta, Saiva Siddhanta, Sankhya, Darshana, Padanjala, Yoga, Uttara Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa, Nyaya Vaiseshika. All the principles, all the philosophies, all their questions about God, including agnostic philosophies like Buddhism, Jainism, and atheistic principles like all the questions, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma's basic truth, only this can answer all the philosophical queries, questions, and complications. Experiential expression, contribution. Because if you have a little intellectual background, you know the whole Hindu Pandit community is suffering with. Most of them just give up these questions and get stuck with their family beliefs or the monastery they are associated with it, or the tradition they are associated with it. They just live that belief and die without seeing the end of their seeking. Today, I am revealing one of the highest experiential expression of pure Advaita, non-dualistic philosophy's truth, which forms the core of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Hinduism believes in infinite gods, all of them infinitely powerful, without any requirement of one superior person, body, Godhead, personality to guide or regulate the infinitely powerful, infinite number of gods. When you complete today with everyone, this will be your realization. I break the myth of oneness. I break the myth of Supreme Personality of Godhead. I break the myth of the requirement of Supreme Personality. Please understand. I break the myth of Supreme Personality of Godhead. I break the myth of oneness. I break the myth of the necessity for Supreme Personality. The truth, the experiential expression of Suddhadvaita, which I experienced, which I am imparting to all of you, which all of you will experience. The truth, only this truth can solve all the intellectual questions. Is there God? Is there multiple God? Is there one God? Then who is multiple? Who are all multiple? Who is one? And who is superior? Then who selects who is going to be superior? How can one be superior? Then what about the Devi Bhagavatam declares Devi is only superior. All 10 incarnations came out of the nails of Devi. And what about the Vishnu Purana, which declares all gods and goddesses, including Devi, everybody is just one of the dream of Vishnu? Then what about the Shiva Purana, which declares all gods and goddesses are just dust which flies when Mahadeva walks? Where is the answer for all these questions? Then what about the Guru Gita, which declares all gods and goddesses are only just the Charanamrita of Guru? Where is the answer for all these questions? Then are we completely a confused religion? Just bunch of few old people who drank Somarasa, their illusions and fantasies? No. We are the most powerful, most sophisticated, most intelligent, most cutting edge presentation of the left with the possibility to evolve more and more, open for the possibility of updation. I tell you, to evolve to this understanding, to evolve to this realization, the whole Hinduism was working. It may look very simple declaration as one of the everyday morning satsang, today what I am speaking, but you will see the whole Hinduism is going to be revolutionized by this understanding. The whole humanity is going to be revolutionized, this one understanding of infinite gods with infinitely powerful, without the need for a supreme personality of Godhead or the supreme authority to guide. You will see the whole concept of God is going to be rewritten by Himself. The experiential expression of this truth will answer tons and tons of questions, confusions. I tell you, this confusions led many people atheists, or many people stopped seeking and they don't care anymore about these intellectual debates because it is too confusing, too much. It's going above the head. So they decide, no, enough. No. No, really. It's almost like the expression you give when your wife argues with you. I tell you, any debate, I am giving you the definition of how a judgment should be given in any debate. Which, please listen, first truth you need to know, no debate can be solved. That is why it is debate. Debates are not for solution, but to find final word. Please listen. Debates are not for judgment, but to find what is the final word. Final word of any debate should be, what is the statement which allows the possibility of further exploration? The statement which allows the possibility of further exploration should be the final word of any debate. I tell you, if we recognize all the greatest intellectual questions of all greatest intellectual philosophies on the planet Earth with this experiential expression, of the declaration about God, without any need for one supreme personality of Godhead guiding or ruling, with this experiential expression, if you start answering, recognizing all the intellectual questions of all the great philosophies on the planet Earth, one, you will have intellectual retreat. Second, you won't give up your seeking. You will be going to the next level of spiritual understanding. An incarnation's responsibility is to lead humanity to the next level. I have to raise you in all the uncertain at least one level further to certainty. I have to lead you into the unknown, at least making one level further, making it as a known to you. At least one aspect of the unknown, I should make it known to you. I should lead you at least to certain level into uncertainty. The vast avyakta, I should make at least one bit further vyakta to you. If you already know many things, I should lead the world at least one step further. I should add to your known. I tell you, I am satisfied. I have done this job just by this today's one declaration. I have job satisfaction just because of this one declaration. This solves all the questions of all the fights, all the debates, all the conflicts, all the controversies. related to God. I name this experiential expression as Nityanandam. Giving this experience to all of you is the purpose of the program Nityanandam. Inner awakening will be known from now onwards with the Sanskrit subtitle Nityanandam. The program will be known in Sanskrit as Nityanandam. And the purpose of this program is to give this experiential expression as your experiential expression. Complete with others and life. You will experience what I declared today as Nityanandam. When you experience this great truth, in tons of ways your life will change. Because you are going to experience you are God. You are going to experience your worst enemy in your life is God. You are going to experience your best friend in your life is God. You are going to experience your pet is God. You are going to experience everything in you, around you is God. Not equally powerful, infinitely powerful. Understand? I am not saying all of us are equally powerful. I am saying all of us are infinitely powerful. It is up to us to express our infinite power. Each time when a human brain evolves to the next level, and evolves to grasp the next level of understanding, a person opens up the knowledge of next level. That person who jumps out and reveals the knowledge is called incarnation. With this experiential expression, now start recognizing all the questions which you left unattended with this expression, recognizing them with the expression of check, 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 check. You don't need to carry the expression of You can now recognize with the expression of check, 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 check. The online cities, if you have the question, what is this check, 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 check? Come to the next inner awakening level 4 to Bali. And get the answer. Till then, let this be a suspense. I don't want to name this as a philosophy. I only wanted to call this as experiential expression of infinity. Nityanandam is experiential expression of infinity. With the revelation of this great experiential expression, from this context, I bless you all. Do completion with others and yourself. You will experience this experience. And today, from this context, all of you sit, and I commit with you all, I'll mirror my neuron activities into your brain. I'll move to the meditation process. Or the mirroring neuron process. I'll call this process as Upanishad. Upanishad is nothing but a master gets into a space and lets the disciples to sit around and mirror that neuron activity in their brain. That is Upanishad. So, sit in Upanishad with Nityananda for Nityanandam. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.